my very first YouTube video. I did this Valentine's Day look that I think you can both wear day and night. And if you guys have any suggestions for me, considering I'm just starting out here on YouTube, please leave them down below. I would love to hear what you guys would want to see. And if you want to know how to get this Valentine's Day look, please continue watching. So I just finished washing my face, and I put on the Dual Action Moisturizer by Clean & Clear. It's my favorite. It has salicylic acid, so it prevents you from getting pimples. But now I'm going to apply the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream, which is very thick. So if you don't like thick moisturizers, this is not the one for you. But it does have hyaluronic acid, which is amazing for your skin and very moisturizing. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face and neck. So I'm just going to apply it and rub it in with my hands, clean hands, because you don't want to be nasty. And for today's video, I'm going to actually start with my eyes, just in case there's any fallout. So now I'm going to use my favorite palette, the Dose of Colors Francation palette. So I'm first going to take Necessary on a fluffy ColourPop brush. I'm going to apply that in my crease. And I'm just going to repeat that same thing on the other eye. So I'm just going to go in with a clean blending brush and just go over everything. I'm going to take Basic, which is this color right here. I'm going to take Basic on the lid and kind of blend it into Necessary, because I kind of want some depth on the actual eyelid as well. And now on a small, very small little blending brush like this, I'm going to go in with Cheens, which is a dark brown, and I'm going to just put it on the outer corner and kind of create like a liner, just like this. And I'm just going to kind of blend and keep blending in circular motions and bring it slightly into the crease so that the colors are blending together. So I'm bringing it kind of far out, not too far, but enough where it's like a definite wing. So I'm gonna go back and blend that once I'm done with the inner corner, because we're basically done with the eyeshadow now. And I'm gonna slightly bring that on the lid, just kind of down here. Just bring it up a little. And now I like that because it kind of brings like a pink, festive look into the eyes. So now I look crazy because I only have eyeshadow on, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer and clean up the eyeshadow, and then I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I'm going to go in with the same concealer I used to prime my eyelids. I'm going to add this to the places I tend to get dark, like under my eyes, around my nose, and my smile lines. And then I'm going to take the same exact concealer, but in a different shade, the shade 20 Sand, because this one's kind of closer to my own skin tone. And I'm going to use that to cover any of the scarring I have on my face, because I had a pretty bad breakout last month. So I'm going to go in with my Eco Tools sponge. It's already wet. It's a little bit big right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just start blending everything out. But I'm doing this first, mainly just to clean up the eyeshadow, but also because I actually kind of prefer to put my concealer and then my foundation. I know that that's not the normal way, but I find that it gives me the best result, at least for my skin. Because I don't like a too cakey look. And I feel like if you already have your concealer on, and you know how much coverage is happening there, then you can kind of gauge how much foundation you put on afterwards. So you don't have to over conceal or over cake your face. I'm going to go ahead with my foundation. I'm actually going to use another Fit Me product. So I'm going to mix a little bit of 128 and 120 to kind of make my perfect skin tone, because I'm darker on my body than my face. Right now I'm pretty pale, so I'm going to put mostly 120, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of 128. So I'm just going to start applying it with my finger all over. I'm just going to go all over my face and dot it. I'm going to kind of bring it close to the eye, but not all the way under, because you kind of want to keep that lightness that the concealer created. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with the same Eco Tools sponge. And I'm going to bring it down to my neck. So now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to bake a little bit. So I'm going to go in with the Fit Me Translucent. I'm using a lot of Fit Me. Not on purpose, but it's what I like to use. I'm just going to kind of go all over my face before I bake, even under the eyes. Because what can happen is if you don't do this first, and then you go right into baking, the baking will grab on way too much to your foundation, and you'll just kind of have like very powdery looking places. So I like to first go with like a light layer all over so it's kind of even, and then go ahead and bake just to get that extra setting situation. And then for the actual baking, I'm actually going to use the same Cover FX translucent one, because it's a little bit more finely milled than the Fit Me, and I think that that's a lot better for baking, so you don't have like chunky powder under your eye. With this sponge, I'm going to go ahead and apply it in a little triangle shape underneath my eye like that. So I'm just doing that. I'm going to bring it down, and I'm actually going to also bake my smile lines. So now I'm going to go in with the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. I'm going to first go through and just brush through my eyebrows. You don't have to do too much like shaping or anything like that. I just kind of want to fill in any of the bald spots that I have, because I do have some. And I know it looks red right there, but that's kind of just what happens to my skin whenever I brush through my eyebrows. I have very sensitive skin. That goes away. And now I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other eye. Okay, so I just finished with the eyebrows now. I think everything looks good. If you are someone who likes to clean up under the eyebrows, that's a good time to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the powder, because I don't want to be crusty, before we move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to go ahead and finish my lower lash line now that I've done setting. I'm going to go ahead and I'm using that same brush that already has some of the brown on it. I'm going to just take some Necessary and just really smoke out my bottom lash line, because I think that looks best on me. So now I'm going to go in with my favorite bronzer, the Butter Bronzer. I'm going in the shade Light, because I'm pale right now. So I'm just going to take a fluffier brush. It's not too fluffy, but it's just like a blush brush. But I'm actually going to put bronzer on with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just in circular motions start applying it kind of where you would contour. Now I'm going to shorten my forehead, because I got a big forehead. And I'm going to go ahead and move my crazy bangs, well, parts that fall down. And I'm going to really shorten my forehead because it's large. So I'm going to go in with the Sahara Blush Palette Volume 2. It's amazing. This color right here, called B, is my all-time favorite. I know it looks purple, but when you swatch it, it's It's actually kind of like a mauve pink. So I'm just gonna dab it. And I'm gonna be really light with this because this is super pigmented. I think for a Valentine's Day look, it's nice to have kind of blushing cheeks because it's cute. And it tends to be the first thing to wear off on everyone's face. So I'm going to take the Essence Pure Nude. It doesn't have any shimmer, which I love. I hate shimmery highlighters because I think it's a lot. And I don't know if you can kind of see the highlight. It's very natural. It is not sparkly at all. I really like it. And I just kind of blend it out a little. And then I go in with a Dose of Colors Fuego highlighter. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Fuego, just right there. And I just kind of dab it because I don't want it to be too intense. So that's it for highlighter. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara. I'm going to use the They're Real Benefit mascara. And now I'm going to go off camera and apply the lashes. See you in a second. Okay, so I just finished with the lashes. I used the Ardell Full Mink Wispies. So I'm going to apply some, now that I'm looking at my eyes, I think I should apply some lower lash mascara. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. The next thing I'm going to do is before I do lips, I like to set my face. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I'm just going to go I'm going to show you guys two lip combinations that I think would look great with this. I'm going to use MAC's Strip Down Lip Liner and MAC's Taupe Lipstick. It's the matte one. It's honestly my favorite, and it kind of has that same feel as the Taupe one. I'm going to go in and just line my lip. I have a hard time overlining my lip because I have a very thick ridge. But this would be a great time to do so. But my ridge is a little too thick, and when I overline it looks a little bit straight. Just going to go in with Taupe, my MAC. Now I'm going to dab more because this can be kind of dark color. Alright, so that's that. So this is the first lip. And then I'm going to go in and show you guys the red. Okay, so I just took off the other lipstick, even though it kind of looks like I already still have it on. But that's why I like it so much, because it's kind of similar to my natural lip color, just a little bit better, a little bit more even. I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild's Gel Lip Liner in Red the Scene. And I'm just going to line my lips. I'm always scared to do reds. And I also hope it matches my shirt, because if it doesn't, it's gonna like annoy me. But it's okay. So I'm gonna go in with MAC's Ruby Woo. It is my all-time favorite red lipstick. It's just a kind of the perfect like bluish red, and it makes your teeth look whiter, which is great. And then I'm going to kind of make it a little bit more orangey tone. But I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Hot Fire from Dose of Colors. Same thing, Desi and Katie's collection, because I love it. It's like a hot Cheeto red. Hot Cheetos are the best. So, I'm just going to dab it. And then go in with my finger. And then I mix it with the Ruby Woo. It kind of creates the perfect bright red. Okay, so that's the finished look with the red lip combo. I think it looks amazing. Does it match the shirt? Not really, but it's okay. This is it. I think that this would be great for Valentine's Day. Honestly, this would be great for any day, date night, whatever it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And leave any comments or suggestions that you have down below, because I'd love to hear what you guys would like to see. And have a beautiful, happy Valentine's and a wonderful day.